His daughter having been kidnapped by Albanian human traffickers while touring Europe behind U2, estranged father who has served his country and has an enormous assortment of skills, vows to use those skills to hunt down and destroy and kill the men responsible. This is the movie, the legend, the meme. Liam Neeson, Famke Janssen, 2008, Taken. Yes, believe it or not, the incredible cultural phenomenon that this film has been. I think the meme shows up, little gifs of it, a million, billion times a day on the internet, at least probably on Facebook alone. Taken in 2008 is something I didn't see until yesterday. It's one of those things. It was included on Tubi. You can get it there for free with commercials. I finally sat through and watched it. Besides the obvious, which everyone knows because it was so meme-worthy and GIF-worthy, the obvious Liam Neeson being outstanding in this role, everything about this film does its best to present something that is meaningful, original, and has gravitas to it. It's hard to do. I mean, this is a formula like Commando. I mean, this is a formula, missing child, usually a girl, emphasizes more the damsel in distress maybe, although it was a boy in Ransom. The formula has been done so many times, so many different ways, that when you do this as an action movie, what do you do to really make it stand out? It ends up being all about how well the actors perform it and if the story has enough originality to it. There's a lot of little things that we haven't seen, or at least don't normally see. It's not as simple as Schwarzenegger landing on the island in Commando and killing. We used to, in the 80s, try to stop the VCR and see if we could count how many kills on the island as bodies are falling off of rooftops. That's a pretty straightforward story. But there's a little bit of espionage. There's a little bit of spy skills. There's a little bit of bluffing his way into places that he wouldn't normally get with Liam Neeson in Taken. Posing when he realizes that his friend who's working for the French government is probably on the take, taking his card, posing as him. There's an interesting skill set as he threatens the Albanian on the phone with that comes into play, that gives you different avenues. You're looking for the payoff of saving the girl, punishing the bad guy. That's pretty straightforward. But it takes you on a different and unique enough of a journey to get there that it makes it manage to be special and unique when it is part of a genre, part of a formula. Of course, even though 2008 was a while back, at that time and still now, the whole human trafficking thing that had come to the forefront, the understanding of that essentially this global slave trade that has persisted since humans fell into sin continues to go on, but illegally under the radar and in this sort of dark web, this whole dark economy that takes place. So being able to bring up to speed, up to date, the idea of the Albanian and the Eastern European mafias post-Cold War moving west, figuring out ways to lure women and now just abducting them because so many are traveling and not doing it with enough security. There's so many people in the world that are easy pickings for an organized assault that it's really a scary thought. A lot of people go missing every year that turn up in these economies like this for various purposes. If humans were cheaper to maintain as slaves, there'd be a lot more of it than there is now if it was worth the investment of stealing people to put them to work in other things. There's a lot of the sex trade seems to be the illegal trades during various drug work or sex work. Things under the radar seem to be what you're getting human slave labor for these days. It's not wide enough of a market that you want them. You can hire people that are slaves in China and other places, and it's all perfectly legal. So that keeps it from expanding into that market directly. But this is a serious problem around the world of people just vanishing, and being able to bring that to the forefront in this film, having that be the reason that his daughter is taken, and his skill set being able to hunt these people down, and the satisfying payoff of watching them get punished, watching them get tortured. Hooking the guy up to the power grid was an amazing moment. Spoiler alert. But I really, really love this film. It does such a good job of being unique, even in this formula that's out there that has been done a million times. It manages to stand out. And of course, his performance, especially when he's on the phone and promises he's going to kill them, that became meme-worthy and GIF-worthy eternally. Good stuff. So it's out there. Check it out on Tubi if you haven't seen it. I was probably the last person in the Western Hemisphere who did not see it until yesterday. But let me know what you think below. I think it was outstanding. Taken, 2008.